What's up, everybody? Welcome to the broadcast. I'm Todd, and this is Southeastern Land Specialists rolling to look at, you guessed it, my favorite type of job, gravel driveway. I'm trying to keep the channel continuous, and I'm trying to, of course, keep it fun and exciting, but also educational for the newcomers to the business. On this video, I am strictly going to use a little formula that I use on a lot of my driveways, and I'm not going to exactly say how I go through getting that formula. I'm going to give you guys the opportunity in the comments to ask your specific questions about what I look at and how I figure these driveways, because a lot of times on these how-to videos, us folks who do how-to videos, we don't necessarily put it in terms that somebody needs to hear the information to make it useful to them. I can say it 10 billion different ways, and there's always going to be a group of people who don't receive it the way I'm wanting it to be received and where it's useful to them. Also, the local markets. You may only be able to charge $450 labor in your area, whereas we live in one of the most expensive places in the United States to live. And a $450 job where you guys are at could be $1,500 labor here. So that's where it's important that you guys comment below and tell me, where are you from? What type of area? Is it in a big city? Is it out where I'm from in hillbilly country? That makes a difference. So let's just run on up here. I'm going to go through looking at this driveway, and I'm going to state the obvious things I'm looking at. But it's important that you guys comment to me and tell me what information you need. And from that question, I will be able to hopefully answer it in a way that it's understandable and useful to you guys. So we will see you at the job site. Okay, so we've got, I'll just measure this whole length off right here. We call that 150. Where we've got the road is countersunk. So we're going to have to bring it up to do this properly about 10 to 12 inches. Super easy. Little gravel driveway repair. Once these low spots start, they hold water and soften up. I'll paste this off to get an exact measurement in a minute. Now we'll go up top to a separate area. Check it out. The lower area down there is going to need about 24 tons of road bond. This area up here, a lot of the times, all these little bumps is from people trying to jump out into traffic. And that happens in a curve like that. That fence and tree keeps people from being able to see, and of course those low spots are holding water, getting soft. I'll need about 8 tons of road bond up here, and I'll just take the box blade and cut the tops off, and then we'll just pack it in, both of them. I'll be able to pack with a machine. Alright guys, so that quote went super easy. It's totally straightforward. He had some tree limbs hanging over the road, which would have prevented me to be able to tailgate with even my little dump truck or my big dump truck. And I told him if he could get those trimmed to where I could tailgate the material, it would save him a pretty good bit of money, as opposed to me having to dump it out in a pile and move it. It's just a lot easier. I can go ahead and grade the road that is there, and then that way when I tailgate, it puts a even amount of fresh material, whether in your case it's road bond or 3/4 gravel. In this case, it's going to be road bond. Here it is, April, early April, and we're booked out till the end of May. We are staying really busy. One thing I encourage you guys to do to not waste your time when you start getting good at these quotes is when somebody calls you, tell them, okay, I can get out there to look at the job by this time, but it's going to be a month or two before I can do the job. A lot of times people are going to use the term, oh, that's the term almost every time. Oh, And when you hear that, there's a good chance they're not going to wait. But even if they're not, even if they're like, that's okay, be sure to get that 10, 15, 20% non-refundable deposit. That way, once you do the quote and you get that deposit and they get tired of waiting, you don't have a hole open up in your schedule that you may not be able to fill. That's what that 20%, 15, 10, whatever you decide you need, that's what that covers. Now let's get down to this job in particular. Obviously, I can't tell you guys the address that they live at or any details like that. Most of the time, I will go through how far it is to the quarry, but I want to pick you guys' brains. I want to do just a straight video of what the job is, what I'm going to end up charging, and then with you guys' questions in the comment section again, I'll be able to see what it is you guys really need to figure these quotes out. Now, even though the new triaxle that we've got, well, new to me, is almost done in the shop, and I am super excited. I'm sure it's going to be done by the time I'm able to get to this job, should we win the bid. Being that that truck is new to me, there's a whole lot about it that I don't know. I don't know how long it's been since the engine's been rebuilt. I don't know a whole lot, but I do know what parts are brand new. So until I really know that truck and I know what I can count on and what more than likely is not going to break, and how much downtime I'm going to have keeping it in the shop. And with Wilbur, when I first got him, I'd work him what seemed like 2 weeks, and then he was down for a week or two. That's just the nature of it, and most of that's because I can't work on these trucks. I don't have that knowledge. But luckily, I have 2 trucks now, but I am going to continue bidding as if I'm only going to use the single axle. That's going to cover me in case the triaxle goes down and has to go in the shop, and I'm not running this single axle with the prices for the efficiency of a triaxle. What's going to happen, I'm going to quote using the single axle, and the pricing is going to be roughly the same, but with a triaxle, I can haul 16, 17 tons around here legally. The single axle, I can haul 8 to 9 tons. Therefore, if the triaxle's up and running, that's great. I'm just going to work that much faster. I'm going to haul 2 loads at one time. I'm going to get jobs done a lot faster. If it goes down, no big deal. I'm still getting paid what I would be running the single axle. And I've always won most of my bids. I win most of them based on the pricing and efficiency of using the single axle. So that's the whole idea. It was not to charge more per hour, per mile, per load, whatever. The idea was to increase my efficiency being a single operator. You know, we are looking at hiring somebody else again. We're looking at getting a driver, operator, but that's another thing. You can't necessarily count on an employee to not quit you, to not call in sick. I never call in sick, but you know, an employee is not as reliable as yourself, for the most part. Some workers are better than the owners of the business, but in my case, I highly doubt that's going to be the situation. Also, to save yourself a little bit of time, and I know I'm just talking a lot in this video, once you've been doing this a while, you will develop a general per 50 or per 100 feet of driveway, how much it's going to cost or how much you're going to charge. This particular case, super easy, and for its location, we're going to stick with the $1,500 per 100 feet. This was a total of 200 feet. That's $3,000. Now, to roll this driveway, for me to do it is expensive because I have to rent the roller, I have to go pick it up, haul it, take it, operate it, take it back. So that is usually around $450 to $550, but as you guys know, rolling a driveway, there's no comparison to doing it with a roller and then doing it with a truck or tracking it in with a machine. There's just no comparison, but a lot of times the truck works all right. That's pretty much it on this video. I don't want to cloud you guys' mind with any more than I've already had to ramble on and talk about what I'm doing. So you guys be sure to comment below and let me know what it is about this quote that maybe was a specific that would help you in looking at your driveway jobs as far as coming up with a good price in order to get the job and make money. Thank you guys for this incredible support. We are growing at over 2,000 subscribers a month, and it's truly humbling that this little hillbilly from North Carolina has developed such a great following and a great following of great people. Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. You're making a difference in me and my family's life, and hopefully in some little way I'm helping you on your journey to being a business owner or even just doing side work. The most important equation to this channel, as always, is like, comment, and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Hopefully we can make a difference. Thanks guys for joining me, and we will see you on the next video.